making maple syrup. The season is just upon us. We opened on Saturday, and we'll now run through till Easter weekend. A little bit about our farm. We moved up here in 1983, and we've been developing maple syrup and Christmas trees. We're a Christmas tree and maple syrup farm. Has anybody been here to get their Christmas tree? Okay, so you have? Well, thanks for coming. So a little bit, we are known as Toronto's iconic Christmas and maple farm. It is a great Christmas experience. If you do celebrate Christmas, you can come out, cut your own tree, or get a freshly cut tree. And if you buy your tree from us, you get a golden ticket to go to that cabin. It's Santa's cabin. The last 2 weekends of November, first 2 weekends of December, and Santa and Mrs. Claus are in there to take your wish list, and you can get photos. So it's a lot of fun. And where you have your pancake breakfast, we do burgers and fries, and the barn's turned into a winter wonderland. Not sure if you saw Netflix's Christmas movie last year. #1 Christmas movie, A Merry Little Xmas. It was filmed here. And in fact, there's lots of films that get done at this farm. There's been lots of motion pictures and TV shows done here over the last 10 years. And there's some new stuff coming out soon. We have 2 Airbnbs on the farm, that cabin and another one down at the pond. And they rent April through November. It's on our website. Stay with us if you'd love to see it, or if you'd love to stay with us. Something that's fun that has happened to our farm in November, we were named as one of the top 20 maple syrups in the world. And your final stop on the tour here, once you finish up here and listen to me, when you get back up to the main heritage barn, which is the other barn, you're gonna have a tasting flight of our golden, amber, and dark maple syrup. Okay, you're gonna taste the finished product. So, a little bit about maple syrup and how it's made. It all starts with that wood shack right there. We have to cut split firewood to put into the evaporator to boil the sap. What happens is the tree goes dormant in the winter, and all of the sap sits deep down in the roots. As the temperatures go above 0 during the day and below 0 at night, there's a pumping action that starts pulling the sap up the tree to wake it up, to get the buds, and eventually have the leaves come out. While that sap is going up the tree, we drill a hole in the side of it, put a tap, and it comes out 1 drop at a time. We take about 1% of the sap of a tree as the sap is going up, and you'll see some cross cuts in the museum. You'll see a tree that, you know, after it has fallen down, has been cut, and you can see how it does heal itself. We don't hurt the tree at all. Canada makes 80% of the world's maple syrup. Quebec makes most of it. Ontario is known as the sweetest maple syrup. Just like vineyards, every maple bush produces a syrup that tastes just a little bit different because of the soil and the tree. You can make maple syrup out of all kinds of trees. However, the best tasting maple syrup is the Canadian sugar maple tree. That's the leaf that's on the Canadian flag. That tree there would be about 200 years old, and when you're walking back out the trail, when you hit that opening, you'll see a sign that says the Gathering of the Giants Parkland. Some of those trees are over 250 years old. This forest was never cleared when the settlers landed here and or arrived here, and some of those seedlings, they would have been little seedlings in the late 1700s, early 1800s. In order to make maple syrup, we take it 1 drop at a time out of the tree. It then goes into this evaporator, and it takes 40 liters of sap to make 1 liter of maple syrup. So it's an intense boiling down process. Nothing is added to the maple syrup. It's 100% pure. 40 minerals and vitamins, 10 antioxidants. It's a very healthy sugar. And they say that the settlers and indigenous who were making it 1,000 years before settlement here, you could live off maple syrup. We make at the farm a golden, an amber, and a dark maple syrup, which you're all going to get a chance to try this entire flight as your final tasting. We do nothing to change the color. The tree at the beginning of the season as we boil it down, delivers a golden, and then it just starts to go a little bit darker. The sap just naturally delivers a darker and more rich complexity. You're gonna find when you taste it, the golden is delicate, the amber is rich, which you had with your pancakes in the canteen today, and the dark is robust. I like them all. I'm leaning towards golden these days just because I like the delicate taste, but that can change at any given time. We just love maple syrup. Yes. Oh, you're just waving.
How was it discovered?
How was it discovered? Well, there is a few. I don't think anyone completely knows for sure. But there's a couple of legends. One is one of our indigenous that was living in Canada threw his axe and it accidentally ripped the tree and it dripped and tasted it and sweet. And then the other is just because the trees do naturally drip sap if there's cuts. If you have say a branch breaks off the tree, the sap is going to run out of it. I think it just ended up going into water and it ended up getting boiled down and then finally someone decided to just cook the whole thing right now. But no one knows exactly for sure. So I'm not going to say. The sap does taste sweet. And guys, on it, one second. You're next. So the sap, if the sap was flowing today, that is the only other addition you would have to the tasting. We would be giving you raw sap. But it still has not started to flow yet this year. We're demonstrating the process, but we're not boiling today. But there is a sweetness to it, so they would have known. Like if you stick your finger in a sap bucket, there's a light sweet taste.
Where was the sap invented?
The sap was invented. So sap is the lifeblood of the tree. So the sap was discovered, not invented. It's what nourishes the tree. It's the nutrients that come up through it. Yes. How does the tree get its sap? Great question. So it pulls it from all the minerals and vitamins down deep in the soil. In fact, pure maple syrup is as organic as anything you're going to get because those feeder roots are 20, 30 feet below the ground. So it's pulling up from like the best place it could. Yes. Why just maple? You can make maple syrup out of different trees, and different parts of the world do it. Even in parts of Ontario, they do it out of a birch and stuff. I mean, it's good. It's just not as good as the sugar maple tree. Maple sugar. Guys, when you go up to, if you'd like to see a full major presentation on this, we don't go into the depth of the mechanics just because it's hard to keep people's attention back here sometimes. We have got an incredible YouTube on our website at elliottreefarm.ca. My father Fred does an in-depth 22-minute presentation. I'd encourage you to watch it. We'd love you guys to stay in touch with us on Instagram, Facebook. If you have time and desire to leave a Google review, we'd love that too. We want to build a Christmas and maple community, and you guys are all part of it. Up at the barn, when you do your tasting, make sure you check out the exhibits within the museum and read the placards. And all of our products are up there for sale. We've got pure maple sugar, maple syrup, candles. We've got granulated maple sugar that you can cook with or sweeten coffee with, and maple lollipops. Great books. Any questions?
Keep boiling it down.
What, for the topping?
Coffee and the sugar.
Okay, great question. So the sugar is boiled down and rotate it at the same time, and it just crystallizes. The toffee, it just gets boiled down. It's actually very, very challenging. It took us years to perfect it because if you take it 1 degree too far, it hardens. And if you don't take it far enough, it doesn't work. So it's been but it is, that's a great taste, eh, the toffee? I knew you were going to ask that question. We've often thought about it, guys. It's just too hard. It has to. We pre-make it for these tours. We freeze it. Then to heat it, there's a challenge. So the short answer is no. Guys, I appreciate your time, your attention for visiting us. You're welcome to stay back here as long as you want. The farm's open till 3:30. Happy Family Day weekend.
Thank you.